Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the Yamato and we have Soviet and Havoc with us. We are going to do our best in this domination on Tears of the Desert because there's quite a bit of opposition that really would like to harm us. So, with that being said, let's get this party started. It's gonna be a good one, guys. I promise. You're not gonna want to miss this one. It's a fun one. This is gonna show you exactly how not to Yamato. What's not to like about that, right? So, right off the bat, I have to make a decision, which is turning full speed and letting everybody get a chance to shoot me in the side, which is definitely not what you want in a Yamato. But it's a calculated risk. I need to get to the right from where I spawned in order to push that flank and win our side. Our teammate Havoc is going to go to the left to support that side. The Tashkent on our team is going to the left. We have 2 destroyers, they only have 1. That gives us an advantage right off the bat because we have people that can spot more than one side of the map, in theory. But we're going to go out here to the right, and right off the bat, this poor Alaska is about to be spotted by our Tashkent. Speaking of Alaska, hello, sunshine. How you doing, buddy? I hate to tell you this, but everybody's loaded and you're the only one spotted. Shot out. Wait for it. Pow! Dropping the bomb from downtown. 3 overpins and 1 citadel. And then somebody else chunks him just to make sure that he felt it. And honestly, I mean, there's just nothing that this guy could do. He's not even trying to avoid it. He gets chunked again, and now the death salvo is on its way. We didn't even have to use our spotter plane for this one. Look at that dispersion. Boom! Down he goes. First blood, all mine. 31,000 damage and a kill to start the match. Not bad. Not bad at all. That guy just got absolutely wrecked. So, that's what happens when you completely disregard. Okay, everybody makes a mistake early and gets caught, okay? I do it all the time, especially with the way I was turning. Anybody could have made the mistake and got caught. But he did nothing to avoid the subsequent follow-up shots from anybody. He just took it on the chin, and, you know, that's what gets you back to port. And hello, Yamato. Now, it was at this moment we realized that me and Soviet were going to be in a bit of a fight. He's in the Grosser first. I'm in Yami. And there are 3 Yamatos on this side of the map. All 3 of their Yamatos are on this side of the map. And all of them have the IQ of a rock. Now, I know that's a bit harsh, but it's a joke, okay? Calm down. Don't get your knickers in a bundle. Bunch. Knickers in a bunch. Is that how you guys say to cross pond? Anyway, shot on the Yama, little bit overestimated his speed, hit towards the bow. No bueno, okay? But there is a Wichita over here too. And unfortunately for Soviet, he's going to be kind of the bait here. For once, these guys don't all shoot at me, but that's going to be the death of them, because I will be real honest. If you just absolutely refuse to shoot my Yamato, you will die. I don't care what ship you're in. I don't care what your angle is. If you don't shoot my Yami, you will die. Plain and simple. So, after we've had a couple bad shots, we realized that this first Yami is going to start going in reverse. So we throw the shot out there, hoping for it, and, oh, that looks good. Pow! Dropping it in another one in there. That's our 3rd Citadel, and that shot takes us up to 84,000 damage done. Now you can see I'm checking the other Yami. He's coming in slightly angled. I could still overmatch his side armor right there, no problem, and punch his Citadel. But I want to try to focus these Yamis down. That Yami's almost dead. Soviet and I are communicating right now, and he said, I got this guy, and I'm like, all right, I'll go ahead and shoot at the other guy, get started. And unfortunately, this Yami manages to survive. And now you guys may have remembered there is a thing, and we just got our first Citadel on the second Yami in the back. There is a thing called will to rebuild. Okay? Remember that whole thing about guys getting close to one another, having less health, and then it being able to climb them back up to 20,000 hit points or 20% of their health? Yeah, that's what's going on right now. Because Yami only gets 2 heals. And it's too quick for him to get a second heal already. So that is all will to rebuild, building back his ship right now. And so I'm like, alright, okay, I see you. It's time to get you off the board. And for whatever reason, this Wichita, for some reason, is like, I want in here. I'm not here. Maybe I can sneak in and start setting people on fire. No, you can't. Get out of here. Pow! I was a little early on the pow that time. But 15,000 damage done, and he's lucky not to be just absolutely deleted outright. Like, if you... Here's a tip for you cruiser captains, especially heavy cruisers, but cruiser captains in general. If you see battleships slugging it out, if your only choice is to go out in front of those battleships to try to set them on fire, you're gonna die. Oh my god, you couldn't give me a better shot to look at if you wanted to, Yamato. What are you doing? Oh, and that dispersion. Pow! 2 more citadels, and down he goes. The guy that started getting citadels still alive. His partner, however, not so much. And so now all of a sudden his will to rebuild is no longer active, which means this guy is about to have a bad day because he's finally going to get what's coming to him. Now, me and Soviet have been keeping tabs on the other Yami that's directly in front of the island from us, and we're trying to figure out what we want to do to get rid of him. But we want to get rid of the other Yami first, and that dispersion was horrendous for me. We did get 1 penetration, so we can't argue with that. A single penetration, 5,000 damage through the deck. You gotta love that. But he doesn't have much health left. I'm gonna go ahead and try to swing the rear gun around, see if we can't finish him off finally. We're about to get the front guns loaded again, but we just want to get him out of here. There's no reason for him to still be alive, so we just go ahead and send everything at him. Now, whose shot's gonna get there first? Mine. Sorry, Soviet. That one's mine. Now, it was at this moment I realized that the Wichita had enough of getting punched in the mouth and backing off and being a coward. So he wants to come out and have it happen again. Can you believe this? Like, what is my luck? Just as I get loaded, too. It's perfect. So we punch him in the mouth again, and he's lucky that that wasn't a citadel or he'd be dead right now. That was just penetrations. 16,000 damage of penetrations on that angled heavy cruiser. Should have been a deletion. Any other heavy cruiser comes out like that, it's a deletion. He's just lucky he's a Wichita. He sets us on fire, not that big a deal. I'm probably just going to let it burn, because you don't know what's going to happen. As soon as I pop that damage con, he's going to come out, he's going to set me on fire 3 times. And I'm getting ready to potentially go out and fight this Yami. And right now, me and Soviet are trying to figure out where we want to go to fight this Yami. And I'm telling him, if you want to go to the right, I'll go to the left. We force him into action. One of us is going to have a deletion opportunity. So that is what we're going to do. Now, he backs all the way out because, I mean, his ship is like 1,000 feet long. I don't know what it is. It's massive. The Gross Occurfirst is the largest ship in the game. It's ridiculous. So, anyway, it's behind me. He's getting ready to go straight ahead and go around the other side of the island. And I'm going to be sneaking up behind him. Now, I was hoping that this guy in the Wichita would be dumb enough to come back out in front of me for a 3rd time, but it doesn't appear to be a thing. And so, me and Soviet are about to start the push. Now, I was starting to reverse a little bit here, so I got to put it back into forward. Not sure why I was reversing. Maybe I thought I was going to run into the island or something. But we are detected right now, and that means that their destroyer has eyes on us. We don't know where their destroyer is. But nobody else is close enough to detect us. That Yami is outside of... well, I guess Yami could have been detecting me there. Or probably was detecting me. But 14,668, giving us the Citadel once again. And that takes us to 210,000 damage done with 8 Citadel hits in this match. And it ain't over yet. We still got a Yami to deal with. And this Yami has decided that in a match versus him and a Gross Occurfirst, his best opportunity is to go broadside on to the Gross Occurfirst. And you can probably contribute some of that just to the fact that Gross Occurfirst is much faster in a straight line once they're moving. But Soviet gets his little chunk of damage there, knocking the knocking the third Yami out. We're at 210. I know he's over 100,000 damage. Between the two of us, we have absolutely wrecked. Now you may have noticed our buddy in the other Yamato isn't dead either. He's been on that left side. The left side got their butts kicked, but he has still maintained his ability to live. Now our destroyer that we thought we had an advantage of is AFK. Isn't that nice? Don't you guys love having AFK teammates? I really do. I appreciate it a lot, which is why I think that if you are AFK in a match, I think you should be a 24-hour ban. Because that's the kind of guy I am. I don't care what the reasoning is. You can throw any reason out there, family, whatever, I understand. But at the same time, if you got things going on in the house and you start a match and you just give up playing the match because you got to go do something, then you should receive a ban for that because you're throwing your team under the bus. It's not fair to everybody else. So if things are going on outside of the game, don't start the next match. Pretty straightforward and simple. So personally, I would like to see Wargaming start doing bans for these AFK players because they're getting out of hand. I've seen so many AFK players lately, and I don't even know why. Like, I don't know why. Maybe there's an op that I'm not paying attention to or something. Anyway, so we know they just captured A, and there's a destroyer in D right now. So I go ahead and start turning my way towards D, because I need to try to get this destroyer off the board. He is the one ship that will absolutely wreck everybody on this team. So I'm beelining towards him. Now, the Hipper gets lucky that I'm looking the other direction initially, and so by the time my guns get back to him, he's going to be in reverse and be able to get out of the way of these, unfortunately. But is what it is. He sets us on fire, and again, I'm not real worried about a fire. Like, I've got all the hit points in the world. It's not that big a deal. I'm anticipating some potential flooding in the near future, so I do not want to use my damage control for a single fire in case I take a torpedo and get flooding. Now, he gets tapped most likely by Havoc, and then I come in and I hit him with this. He just goes dark as I shoot this, and we catch him with one overpin. Not great. A little over 1,000 damage done, but we're going to go ahead and swing out. Now, it is obvious to every one of us what he's about to do. He's going in, he is going to try to torp Havoc. He's using the island as cover from Havoc. Unfortunately for this guy, he forgot about the rest of us. We're not just going to let him get away with this. Like, I know what you're doing, Havoc knows what you're doing, Soviet knows what you're doing. We absolutely wreck him, and just as we wreck him, Havoc comes around the corner and finishes him off, so he doesn't even get a chance to torp him. That's called teamwork. Okay, that's a crazy thing to think about in World of Warships, but teamwork does, in fact, make the dream work. And that's one thing I will say. It is nice being in a division once in a while. I'm not a division player, but I do like playing in a division because you get stuff like that. Now, I'll be honest, I don't blame this Hipper one bit for not coming out. The game's almost over. You're not really wasting anybody's time. If he comes out, he's dead, he knows it. I mean, technically he doesn't lose anything if we kill him. Like, it's not that big a deal, but 3 very healthy Yamatos and a full health not so healthy Gross Occur first behind us, who has taken most of the damage on my side of the map anyway. And you're in a Hipper. It's just, you're not going to survive the next encounter, so we know where he's at. Unfortunately, game ends, 1,000 points, but 215,000 damage done. Showcasing some good old teamwork and just what you should not do in a Yamato. If you're in a Yamato and you're sailing around broadside, you deserve what you get. But we got 3 kills, top of the leaderboard. Havoc got 3 kills on his side of the leaderboard, and Soviet got 2 kills. There were only 9 people on the enemy team, and only 8 of them died, and we killed every one of them as a division. So if you like what we're doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.